Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. Today is the Wednesday the 25th, I think. It's only been about 4 or 5 days since I've been on, but I've been busy. Yeah, my husband's away again, and excuse the appearance, but I gotta go mow the lawn. Don't feel bad for me because 1, it's beautiful outside, and 2, it's a riding lawnmower, so it's not that hard. Yeah, so, but I thought I'd get on here. Oh, speaking of the outdoors and whatnot, I've had quite a few questions with regards to the little turtles, or the turtle that laid the eggs. Well, they've hatched and they've been making their way across our property to the pond. And I have one picture, I think, of a little turtle, and a little itty bitty video clip of my son finding one and putting it into the pond, you know, help it along its way. I'll insert that here. Okay, so yeah, we've had quite a few of them along the property. We find them on our driveway, so if we find them, we pick them up just so they don't get run over. We've had a few in our pool skimmer, which is not usually good because our pool is a saltwater pool. Not that any pool would be good for them, but anyway, we've been saving them and putting them into the pond. Anyway, all right, let's get into what I've been doing. Since last Friday, I've made a ton of earwarmers and messy bun hats. I've been going down the list. I still have a few that I have to do, but to be honest with you, I'm done for now because I'm getting hatted out. I can't do anymore. I have so many other things that I want to continue, finish, start. I have 2 tests that I have to start. So I want to get started on that. So I'm done. But let me show you what I've been up to. Where should I start first? Okay, so let's start with this one. This was a joy to work on, and this was recommended by Pamela, and she's from Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner. She just started a YouTube channel. I think she's only got like 3 videos. Anyway, she suggested the Claire Messy Bun Hat, and it is a free pattern. I'll leave the link, and this is what it is. Oh, and okay, so I used, you know what? I don't know what I used, but it's a white sparkle yarn. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see the sparkle. Oh, it's a joy. Anyway, I loved, I'm trying to see where the seam is. I love this pattern. It is awesome. It is slightly big on me. As you can see, it's got a hole. But it is very big on me. But you see the texture? It's awesome. It is so awesome. I loved it. And I loved work. It is a yarn eater. Warning. It is a very big yarn eater because these are all puff stitches and it's just yum. So I had, I did another hat with this and I had this left over, so I thought I'd play with the stitch, and I came up with that. Didn't use a pattern. All it is a row of single crochet, row of half double crochet, then the puff stitch, and then I finished it half double crochet and single crochet. And this one is a little big on me as well. Ugh. Color's not mine, but I think it's adorable, and it's you know, some people like the little itty bitty ones, you know, but I love that stitch. Really nice. So thank you, Pam. That was awesome. Made those 2. Then I made, okay, somebody suggested, and that was Frunzid1. Frunzid1 suggested the Lazy Hoppy Hopper Messy Bun, and it's a free pattern as well. Had a little bit of issue with this one. So it says to use bulky yarn, and I had Lush Alpaca, which is, oh, it's a number 6, super bulky. Maybe that was what the issue was. because it came out massively huge. It came out, look at this. This is ridiculous. I don't know if I know anybody who has a head that big. Yeah, it's a cute hat, but yeah, that must be my fault. So what I did was I said I'm not gonna let a pattern get the best of me. So I had Peyton Shetland Chunky, which is a number 5, and that came out much nicer. And so I made that really cute pattern. And it's still a little big on me. Everything's gonna be big on me. But a really, really cute pattern. I like it a lot. And yeah. It's funny because when sorry, it's hot. And there's alpaca fibers everywhere. When I was working on it, I didn't see the texture. I kept thinking, because if you take a look at this picture, the texture is huge. But when you're working on it, you don't see the texture until you're done and you look back and you can see the texture. I thought it was going to be more puffy, and like even here, you can see that it's not that puffy. So it's a cute pattern, pretty easy to do. I enjoyed that tremendously. So thank you, Frenzied1. Did that. Then a few people recommended the Katniss hat. Again, it's a free pattern, and it was recommended by Melanie Stitch to My Lou. She's got a YouTube channel. I'll leave the link. And Jeanette. I'm not going to use the last name because I don't have permission. But anyway, this hat was very textured, a lot of fun to do. Now, she calls for a number 4 weight and a 5mm hook, and I did that. And this was using, I'm not sure. It was just a yarn that I found that didn't have a ball band. Yeah, lots of texture. Really, like, if you can do back posts and front posts, you can do this. Yeah, so it's really quite nice. This one turned out pretty even snug for me, but it's got a lot of stretch. So it's a little long on my head, but you know, it fits. So I think it might actually fit because it's got a lot of stretch to it. So I like that, but I wanted to make it again going up. This is number 4 worsted. I don't actually know. This one had no ball band, but I want to say it's impeccable. But I went up a half a hook size, so I used 5.5, and you can see the difference. Let me see if I can show you the difference. So this one I think will fit the average person. Again, it's very, very big on me, but you get the idea of the stitches. It's really cute. I really like this one a lot. It was fun to do. Gives you enough variety that you don't get bored. So thank you very much for that suggestion. But then there was one suggestion that I thought would be right up my alley because it's got a lot of variety. And this was recommended. There's no picture. It was free on Ravelry, and it's called the X's and O's hat, messy bun. And it was recommended by Alaska Crafty Gal Victoria. She's got a channel too. I'll leave it down below. She's awesome. She does everything. Anyway, I followed 5mm hook, and she had Red Heart Super Saver. Well, I didn't have Red Heart Super Saver. I think this is Red Heart. I don't know, the slicker one. But obviously it's thinner because the hat came out really, really small. I don't even think it fits me. Oh yeah, it fits me. It's a little short. Now, I was gonna do it again with the recommendation, the Super Saver. But I seriously, and I'm sorry, Victoria, I didn't enjoy this hat. I think there's just way too many single crochets in the back loop. I think I'm like most people, single crochet is tedious to me. Yeah, so, I mean, it came out okay, the texture is good. And I guess you notice that a lot of these are pretty much solid colors because that's what my friend Andrea asked for. So I'm not sure if she will even be interested in this one. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood at that time, so maybe I will make it again and using the proper yarn that she suggested, but this one came out way too small. I do like the texture. I just didn't enjoy working with it. I'm not sure why. But thank you for the suggestion, Victoria. That was awesome. Then, this one is the Crochet Mommy and Me Messy Bun Hats. And it's by Repeat Crafter Me. And it was suggested by two people, Plain and Simple Crafts and Robin. Again, I don't want to use the last name. Now, I only made the mommy hat, and this was quite easy. And what I like is that she carries the yarn. See that? She carries the yarn. She doesn't cut it. So there's like one end to weave in at the top and one at the bottom. Really nice. It's a little big on me. I probably need the little child size one. It's cute. I didn't make the child size one because my friend Andrea asked for more solid colors. This might be too busy for what she's looking for. She tries to match up the hats with some mitts that she makes, and this would be a little harder to match up. But this is a good pattern. Really quick, really easy, and I think a lot of people will like it. And I'm gonna actually play around with the colors. I think that's awesome. So thank you very much for the suggestion. That was awesome. Then Nicole over at Durab Creations, she also has a channel, I'll leave her link down below, suggested she didn't suggest a pattern, she suggested a pattern designer. And it was Black Rose Stitches, and I guess she's local to Nicole. So her patterns are paid for patterns, so I went on the Etsy store, found one that I wanted to try, and I did. And it was the Melanie Messy Bun Hat. Okay, so again, it's a paid for pattern. I will leave the link. And it is using super bulky yarn, and I used Lion Brand Hometown USA in Pittsburgh Yellow. This was left over from my lemon that I made last year, many months ago. Anyway, it is a very textured hat. I loved it. I loved working on it. It was a lot of fun. Again, it's a little big. Everything's big. So it was a lot of fun. I did have a little bit of an issue because in the pattern she says Lion Brand Thick and Quick or any super bulky weight, number 6, approximately 80 yards. So I had one skein of this leftover from the lemon, and it says 81 yards. I figured I'm good, but it wasn't enough. I had quite a bit left, maybe maybe 2.5 rows. I'm trying to see where I joined. I can't see it. Maybe 2.5 rows left to do. So that wasn't enough. So then I went through my scrap pile looking to see if I had a little bit left of the lemon, or the yellow left over from the lemon, and sure enough I found it. And there was probably I don't even know how long, but it was enough to finish this. So maybe my gauge is much looser and I used up more yarn. I do crochet loosely, but I just wanted to throw out the warning for that one because it says 80 yards and this skein is 81 yards and I still had to use a little extra. Good hat though. I love it. It's yellow. I might have to make it smaller. Lots of texture. Isn't that great? I love it. I love it. Okay, so thank you, Nicole. Did that. And then, what else? This one, these next two patterns I found on my own. So the first one is from the Crochet Crowd, and it's Jeannie. I think you all know Crochet Crowd and Jeannie. She had this Hugs and Kisses headband ear warmer. And it's a free pattern on their website. Okay? And so I had a little bit of scrap left of this yarn. I don't know what it is. I really don't, but I just love the colors. And okay, so I made the ear warmer. What I didn't like is she gets you to start, okay, so it is big. It's according to her specifications, which is gonna be big on me. All right, hold on a second. Come on, jump up. Come on. Come on. Okay, you're being a pain. All right, so I love the pattern, love the yarn, but I thought it's a little tight, like even for me, where the initial single crochet chain was. So anyway, I decided to make another one using brunette satin in the colorway teal. And this is what, I'm going to show you the back side. Here we go. This is what came out. But what I did, instead of doing the chain, I decided to do foundation single crochet, which gives you a lot of stretch. And I think it's adorable. I love the pattern. The only change that I would make is do the foundation single crochet because it gives you a lot more stretch. So I don't know, maybe this might go. I don't know if Andrea would be interested in it. I just love the colors. All right, Zeus, you need to come up then. No whining. This is a no whining house. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, come on. I'll pick you up. Come here. Okay, you know what? I'm filming. Come on. All right. I don't know what he wants. He wants up and then he doesn't want up. Anyway, so this is a good free pattern. I think it's lovely. I really do. I love it. So good job, Jeannie. And I'll probably make that one again. It's really, really, really quick. Then I came across this one, the Aspen Bulky Crochet Cable Headband. I think it's free, and I think she might even have a tutorial. I'm not sure. If there is a tutorial, I'll leave a link. And I love cables. And this is what it looks like. I chose yellow. This is Lion Brand Hometown USA in Madison Mustard. Where's the, I can't even find, that's how good my seam was. I can't find it. Oh, here we go. So anyway, this is a chunky or bulky thing. Like it's the kind that closes so you can't hear anything. I love it. The only thing I don't like, and this is normal for crochet cables, is you have a tendency, there's a tendency for these holes where when you're doing, I believe these are treble crochets. When you're doing the treble crochet, the yarn will pull, so it'll create a gap. I'm sure there's got to be a way to avoid that. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. But anyway, this is an awesome head wrap or ear warmer for our Canadian winters. And I love the color. I love it. Actually, I might not even give this one away. It is a tad big, but you see what I'm talking about? There has to be a way. I'm not aware of it. Anyway, love this. So that's going to be a repeat. I just need a break for a little while. Okay, so that. Then, as I told you, I always like to go back to my favorite designer, Laurel. And I did the Victrina. And I thought one of my favorites is the shell, cowl, and ribbed beanie. So it is a paid for pattern, but you get two patterns. And let me show you the picture. You get two patterns. So, well worth the price. And I've made this over and over and over. Yeah, this is what you get. Again, she wants you to do the slip stitch ribbing. I again apologize, Laurel. I started it. I did. I got like that much done and I lost interest and I couldn't do it. So, I can't even see where the seam is. Where is the seam? I don't know. Anyway, this is awesome. I love it. Again, I made it a little bigger so that it fits the normal head. But then I took the same idea and just made it into an ear warmer. Am I showing you the seam? That's the good thing about this pattern. You can't see where the seam is. I don't know where the seam is. So love this and loved this. So cute. Now this is using Peyton's Shetland Chunky in Red Robin. Seriously, this is one of my favorites. I love this. Come on, so cute. It's warm and yet lacy, you know, at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, I love it. Thank you, Laurel. This one will probably be a redo. Well, I know it'll be a redo because I love it. And the last two things was I was getting really tired of following patterns. And I had some of this Bernat blanket yarn. And I decided to do what I did with the last week, was just the alpine stitch. Mistake, because you can't really see. The pattern is or the pattern in the yarn is overtaking the pattern in the headwarmer. But it's warm, it's fleece, I think, like fleece-like. It's cute. I just can't see my alpine stitch pattern. And then the last one had a little more left. Actually, I have a lot more left. I made one and topped it off. This is just half double crochet, topped it off with fur. And it's cute. It's very cute. So those are all the things that I've been busy doing. And we're already at 20 minutes. I can't believe that. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here because obviously someone wants my attention. I'm gonna end it here. I don't know when I will be back. Probably not till October 1st to do the drawing for the giveaway that I'm having right now. Yeah, I'm gonna still work on the patterns that were suggested, just not as intensely now. I think I have enough for my friend Andrea, and I need to get started on other things. I need to cleanse the palette of ear warmers. Anyway, oh no, one more. Oh my goodness. I almost forgot my favorite one. Okay, so this was suggested by, oh my goodness. It was suggested by, oh my goodness. By the way, there's a Stormy Waters hat that was suggested by a few people, but it's a hat. And so I will make that because it looks fascinating. I just haven't gotten around to it. This was recommended by Stephanie, and I'm not gonna use last names. And it's ABCute Creations. She has an awesome website and she has a YouTube channel. This particular one, I can't seem to find the pattern on her website, but she has a tutorial. Now the tutorial is kind of broken up into three. She shows you how to do the stitch, she shows you how to do the hat, and then there's another video tutorial to turn the hat into a messy bun using the elastic band. And it is the Celtic weave messy bun. Oh my goodness. It is fabulous. Look, and it's so thick, like because it's actually 2 layers, like you're working underneath. But okay, so it is big on me, but oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And actually, I'm gonna make one for all the family members in my household out of the basket weave. I do have to warn you, it is not for the faint of heart. If you do not know what your stitches look like, you won't be able to do this. You have to know, because you're pulling the stitches apart. So, you know, you're kind of going under, you created the stitches and then you're kind of going under and looking for them and pulling them up. But, oh my goodness, so well worth it. I love, love, love this stitch. It took me a while to make this. It took me probably 4 hours to make a hat. So it is something that is, you know, I think that, you know, this will show off your expertise once you get the hang of it. So I don't think I can do it from memory yet because, yeah, I struggled a little bit, but I just play her video and recreate it. I'm gonna recreate this probably as Christmas gifts, but I'm gonna do the hats, and probably figure out the slip stitch ribbing. But anyway, it is awesome. awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's other things that she has. There's an autumn leaf beanie and headband, which I want to try. There's a smitten, which is 2 mittens, like so when you're holding hands, it's 1 mitten, but for 2 people. I want to do that too. Awesome website, awesome tutorials. Love it, love it, love it. So anyway, cannot recommend this one enough. If you're adventurous and you want to explore, definitely not a newbie. I mean, I still consider myself a somewhat newbie, but I'm a little more experienced, and I found it a little difficult. You have to dig for the stitches. Now I'm done. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. I got to get outside and mow the lawn, and I guess we'll be back sometime next week. Have a wonderful week, and we'll talk soon.